So why malt your own barley? Well, why make your own beer? Why go all grain? Well, many reasons. Control, quality, to make something a specialty beer, to copy other beers. There are many reasons to go all grain. And if you're going to do it for these reasons, you might as well go through the malting process, go through the toasting process, do everything yourself to get the exact beer that you want. It gives you complete control over the process of brewing itself. Gives you precise characters that you will want to create in any beer, and all the different styles and malts that don't even exist. You can use many different kinds of grains, not just barley or wheat. You can malt spelt, amaranth, quinoa, zeya, rye, an endless amount of different amount of grains that you can't buy or get. You can also do your own organic malts, which are quite expensive. So for these reasons, it's very cost efficient. Plus, you have complete control over the malting of the barley or whatever grain you want. Also, the character, the character profiles of the beer, you can specify. If you want a beer that has more toast, it's a little cleaner, maybe it has less flavor, maybe you want more alcohol, maybe you want less, maybe you want a darker roast, maybe you want a different mix of malt. Your possibilities are endless by going through the process of sprouting, malting, and then toasting the malt, the grain. So you can also get different flavors by different toasting, and it depends on the different times at the different temperatures. Completely changes the characteristics of the malt, and you'll learn these things, and you'll create many of your own, I'm sure. You can also impart different flavors to the malt before the brew process. As you're toasting it, you can use woods of apple, cherry, mahogany, apple. All these here will give it a different flavor, different texture, it'll give it more bang that you won't get from any other process. You can also up the sugars by doing it in particular ways. There's actually an endless possibility of toasts, as you see in the stores, but you can refine them quite down to whatever level you exactly want. Maybe a chocolate is too chocolate, and a mocha is too mocha. So you want something in between. Well, you can get that by, of course, malting it and toasting it for different times at different temperatures. The second reason you're probably going to want to roast your own is you can actually, if you malt your own, you can actually make caramel malts, syrups, quite cheaply. In the store, they're quite expensive. So you're dealing with such a mass amount of difference in price that you can make quite a bit of malt, malt syrup, to match another person's recipe. Let's say it requires that. Well, now you're able to create that yourself very cheaply. The second reason is self-reliance. There are going to be times when you're not going to be able to get the chocolate malt, even the pale malt in some circumstances, so you're not going to be able to make the beer that you want or need. Being self-reliant is quite emboldening. It gives you quite a sense of independence. And there have been times in history, during the Great Depression, where people who knew how to make beers and wines were able to barter with their friends and neighbors so that they would be able to survive. They'd be able to swap product for product. So that's a very important lesson to be learned. So you have some quality, you have something about you that is different, that you can do that someone else can't, and that has value. And the third reason is cost. If you've ever walked into a brew shop, the pale malts are seemingly cheap at $1.50 to $2 a pound. The specialty malts, especially the high, like the caramel malts or the black malts, they can range between $2 to $3 a pound. Since most recipes require between 12 to 15 pounds, you can see the cost can get quite high. Where if you malt your own, it's really pennies on the dollar. It's in the States. I always get my barley from a mill, and the reason is because it's cheaper. But it also has a tag on it that tells you where it was made, when it was harvested, and sometimes it will tell you who harvested it, where it was grown, with the producer. That was in the States. Here in Southern Europe and in Greece, they do the same thing. So I know when, where, why, and it gives me complete confidence that the product I'm creating is the best quality. It's also organic, which is very hard to get in the States, especially different malts, different toasts. So I know exactly when, how, when I need to toast. It's going to be a consistent product, and it's going to be a safe product. I buy about 50 kilos here for about 12 euros. So literally, it's a pennies on the dollar. It's super cheap. So if any of these reasons excite you, if they compel you to learn more, come join me. I'll teach you how to malt, to toast, and maybe even a few recipes. Thank you.